God says, I'm tired of trying to talk to you. Something very shocking will happen to you today. It's very important for you to hear this before it vanishes in 35 seconds. It's very urgent. Do not scroll past this because what you are about to hear is not ordinary and it will not come again in the same way. I am speaking to you right now because something has reached a point where silence can no longer protect you. You have felt it in your heart, that quiet pressure, that strange pull, and you try to ignore it, but I did not stop calling you. If you turn away from this moment, you may miss a turning point that was prepared for you before you were even aware of it. I am not speaking out of anger alone. I am speaking because I care too deeply to let you walk into something unprepared. Type Amen if you believe. I have been trying to reach you in ways you did not recognize. Through moments you brushed aside and through feelings you could not explain. You thought it was coincidence. You thought it was just your mind. But it was me calling you again and again. I am telling you clearly now because time is not stretching the way you think it is. Something is already moving towards you today. Something that will shift your path in a way you cannot undo. I need your attention. Not later. Not when it feels convenient. But right now, while this warning is still alive in your ears, you keep waiting for a louder sign, a clearer signal, something undeniable, but you are already standing in front of it. I am speaking plainly because you have reached a moment where delay can cost you more than you understand. This is not meant to scare you. It is meant to wake you. You are not alone in this, and you are not being abandoned, but you are being asked to listen with your full heart. What is coming is not random, and it is not outside my awareness. But your response to it will decide how it touches your life. Pause for a second and show your support by liking this video because this moment is not just for you, but for many who are still searching for clarity and truth. There is something you have been holding on to that is no longer meant to stay in your life, and you know it deep inside. You have been trying to carry it forward, hoping it will change or hoping it will not affect you, but it already has. I am telling you this now because what is about to happen will expose what you have been avoiding. It may feel sudden to you, but it has been building quietly for a long time. When it unfolds, you will understand why I kept trying to get your attention. Type yes to affirm. You are not being punished, but you are being redirected. And sometimes that feels uncomfortable. I know the fear that rises in you when you sense change. And I see how you try to hold everything together even when it is slipping. But I did not create you to live in confusion or constant tension. What is coming today will shake something loose, something that has been keeping you stuck. It will feel shocking because you did not expect it to happen this way. But it will carry a purpose that will become clearer as you move forward. I need you to trust that even in the middle of what feels uncertain, I am still guiding you. You may not understand every detail, and you do not need to. What you need is a willing heart, a listening spirit, and the courage to respond when the moment comes. This is why I am speaking so urgently, because hesitation could cause you to miss what is meant to help you. Do not let fear make your decisions for you, because fear will always try to keep you in the same place. There is a reason this message reached you today and not yesterday or tomorrow. Timing matters more than you realize, and you are standing in a moment that was designed with intention. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be aware. Look closely at what happens today. Pay attention to what shifts, and do not dismiss it as nothing. What seems small at first can carry a meaning that unfolds step by step. You have been asking for change, even if you did not say it out loud. You have been tired of certain patterns, tired of feeling the same weight, tired of going in circles. This is where the answer begins. But it may not look the way you imagined. Snorts. Sometimes the answer comes as a disruption, not a comfort, because it has to break something before it can build something new. I am preparing you so that you do not misunderstand what is happening when it begins. You may already feel something shifting inside you, a quiet uneasiness or a strange awareness that something is different today. Do not ignore that feeling because it is your spirit recognizing what your eyes have not fully seen yet. There is a moment coming very soon, and it will not announce itself loudly before it arrives. It will come in a way that feels ordinary at first, but there will be something about it that pulls your attention. You might hear something, see something, or experience something that feels slightly out of place. That is where your awareness must rise, because what looks small can carry a deeper meaning. I am preparing your heart so you do not brush it aside like you have done before. Type 2. If you trust God, is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight. Scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. You have been taught to doubt your instincts, to question your inner voice, and to second-guess what you feel. But I place that awareness inside you for a reason, and it is not meant to be ignored. When this moment unfolds, I need you to pause and listen, not just with your ears, but with your whole being. Do not rush past it, do not explain it away, and do not let others distract you from what you sense. This is where your response begins to shape what happens next. There is something being removed from your path, and it may not leave quietly. It could be a situation, a connection, or even a thought pattern that has been holding you back. When it starts to fall away, you may feel a sudden sense of loss or confusion. But I need you to understand that not everything that leaves is meant to harm you. Some things must go so that something better can take its place. You have held on to certain things because they felt familiar, even when they were not right for you. You convinced yourself that it was easier to keep them than to face the uncertainty of letting them go. But what is familiar is not always what is meant for you. Today is bringing a shift that will challenge that comfort. It may feel uncomfortable for a moment, but it will not leave you empty. Type Amen to receive blessings. I am not asking you to fight this change, and I am not asking you to control it. I am asking you to trust me in the middle of it. You do not have to understand everything to move forward. You only need to stay connected to me and remain open to what I am showing you. This is how you walk through a moment like this without losing your peace. There is also something being revealed to you, something that has been hidden beneath the surface. You may have sensed it before, but chose not to look deeper. Today, it will come into clearer view, and it may surprise you. It could be about a person, a situation, or even about yourself. When you see it, do not turn away from the truth, because truth is what sets you free. You have been asking for clarity even if you did not use those exact words. You have felt tired of guessing, tired of wondering, and tired of not knowing what is real. This is where clarity begins to break through. But clarity does not always come gently. Sometimes it arrives with a force that shakes your understanding so you can finally see what was always there. Do not be afraid of what you will see, because I am not revealing it to harm you. I am revealing it to protect you and to guide you forward. You deserve to walk in truth, not in confusion or illusion. What is real will stand, and what is not will begin to fade. This is part of the shift that is happening today. You may also feel a strong urge to make a decision, something you have been delaying for a long time. That feeling is not random. It is connected to what is unfolding around you. When that urge rises, do not push it down again. Take a moment, breathe, and listen to what I am placing in your heart. I know you fear making the wrong choice, and that fear has kept you still. But staying still when it is time to move can hold you back just as much as moving without thinking. This is why I am speaking to you now, so you do not stay frozen in a moment that requires action. You are not alone in this decision. I am guiding you even if it does not feel obvious at first. There is a reason I said something shocking will happen today. It is because it will break through your normal way of seeing things. It will interrupt your routine, your expectations, and your assumptions. But that interruption is not meant to destroy your peace. It is meant to wake you up to something you have not fully understood. When it happens, you may feel a rush of emotion, confusion, or even resistance. That is natural, and you do not need to hide it. But do not let those feelings control your response. Let them pass through you and then return your focus to me. This is how you stay steady in a moment that feels unstable. You are stronger than you think, and you are more prepared than you believe. I have not brought you this far to leave you without guidance. Every step you have taken, even the ones that felt uncertain, has been part of preparing you for this moment. You may not see the full picture yet, but you are standing exactly where you need to be. Stay present today. Pay attention to the details, the small shifts, and the quiet signals. Do not rush through your day as if nothing matters. There is meaning in what is about to unfold, and your awareness will help you understand it. This is not just another day. This is a day where something changes, something that has the power to redirect your path in a way you did not expect. What is unfolding today is not separate from your journey, it is part of it. Every step you have taken has led you into this moment where clarity begins to take shape. There is something about to cross your path that will not feel like coincidence, even if others try to explain it that way. It may come through a conversation, a sudden change, or an unexpected realization that settles into your spirit. When it happens, there will be a sense that something deeper is at work, something beyond what your eyes can fully see. That feeling is important, and you must not ignore it. It is one of the ways I guide you when words are not enough. Type 1:1 if you walk by faith. Why is the government working so hard to bury this 7-second brain ritual? A stunning CIA leak has just exposed a 7-second brain ritual, now allowing regular people to clear debt and invite unstoppable wealth. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this easy-at-home method is transforming financial struggles into dream lifestyles. New homes, vehicles, vacations, it's all becoming possible. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You have been living in a space where you felt unsure of what to trust, and that uncertainty has kept you guarded. You learned to protect yourself by questioning everything, even the things that were meant to help you. But I'm asking you to soften that resistance now. Snorts. Not to become careless, but to become open. There is a difference between being cautious and being closed. And right now, I need you to open your heart just enough to receive what is being shown to you. Something you believe to be stable will begin to shift, and that may cause you to feel unsettled. It might be a plan you trusted, a person you leaned on, or even an idea you held on to for comfort. When it begins to move, do not panic or try to force it back into place. What is shifting is revealing its true nature, and that truth is necessary for your growth. You cannot build your future on something that is not steady, even if it once felt secure. There is also a quiet strength rising within you, something you may not have noticed before. It is not loud or dramatic, but it is steady and real. That strength has been forming through every challenge you have faced, every moment you thought you would not make it through. Today, you will begin to feel it more clearly, especially when something unexpected tries to shake you. That strength will remind you that you are not as fragile as you once believed. Type yes. If you trust in Jesus, you may also notice that your thoughts begin to change, not in a forced way, but in a natural shift. Things that once confused you will start to make more sense. Questions that stayed unanswered will begin to settle even without a full explanation. This is how clarity works. It does not always arrive with loud answers, but with a quiet understanding that feels right. Trust that process, because it is part of how you move forward without fear. There is something I need you to release today. Something you have been holding on to in your mind. It could be a worry, a regret, or a fear that keeps returning to you. You have carried it long enough, and it has not brought you peace. When the moment comes, you will feel a gentle push to let it go. Do not resist that feeling, because it is your chance to step into something lighter. I know that letting go is not easy for you, especially when it feels like you are losing control. But holding on to something that weighs you down is not control. It is a burden. I am offering you a moment where you can set that burden aside. You do not have to carry everything by yourself. You were never meant to. There is also a connection in your life that is being tested right now, whether you see it clearly or not. This test is not meant to break you, but to reveal what is real and what is not. You may notice changes in how someone acts, speaks, or responds to you. Pay attention to those changes, because they are showing you something important. Do not ignore what you see just because it feels uncomfortable. You deserve honesty, stability, and peace in your connections, not confusion or constant doubt. What is real will remain steady even when things are uncertain. What is not real will begin to show cracks that cannot be hidden anymore. This is part of the shocking shift I told you about. It is not just external. It is also within the relationships and patterns around you. You may feel moments of hesitation where you question whether you are seeing things correctly. That is normal, especially when you have been used to doubting yourself. But I am telling you now, your awareness is not misleading you. You are seeing what needs to be seen. The more you trust that, the clearer everything will become. Today is not about perfection. It is about alignment. It is about bringing your actions, your thoughts, and your awareness into a place where they match the truth being revealed to you. When you move in alignment, things begin to flow in a way that feels natural. When you resist it, everything feels heavy and forced. You are being guided toward alignment, not confusion. Do not rush ahead or try to figure everything out at once. Take each moment as it comes and stay present in what is happening. There is wisdom in moving step by step. Especially in a day like this, you do not need to solve everything today. You only need to respond to what is placed in front of you with awareness and trust. I am still with you in this, guiding you quietly but steadily. Even when things feel uncertain, I am not distant. I am closer than you realize, watching over you, leading you through each moment. What feels shocking to you is not out of my control. It is part of a process that is meant to bring you into something better. You are not walking into something unknown without protection. You are stepping into something prepared with intention. There will be a point today when everything seems to slow down for just a second. It may not be obvious to anyone else, but you will feel it inside you. In that small pause, you will sense that something is about to shift in a deeper way. Do not rush past that feeling, because it is where your awareness meets what I am doing. That quiet pause is not empty. It is full of meaning. Type yes to claim miracles. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You have spent so much time trying to understand everything before moving forward, and that has held you back more than you know. I am not asking you to ignore your thoughts, but I am asking you not to depend only on them. There are moments where understanding comes after the step, not before it. Today is one of those moments. If you wait until everything feels clear, you may miss the movement that is already happening. Something is being rearranged in your life, and it may not follow the order you expected. You might see things shift in ways that feel out of place at first, but what looks like disorder is actually alignment happening beneath the surface. I am placing things where they need to be, even if you cannot yet see the full picture. Trust that what is being moved is not being lost, it is being repositioned. There is also a truth about yourself that you have been avoiding, something you sensed but did not want to face today. That truth will feel closer than before. It will not come to accuse you, but to free you from what has been holding you back. When you recognize it, do not turn away or try to hide from it. Accept it, because acceptance is the first step toward change. You are not the same person you were before. Even if you sometimes feel stuck in old patterns, growth has been happening quietly. Even in moments where you felt like nothing was changing, today is a moment where that growth begins to show itself more clearly. You may notice it in how you respond, how you think, or how you see things. That change is real, and it is something you should not ignore. Type 1. 1. To affirm your faith. There may also be a sudden realization about a situation that once confused you. Something that did not make sense before will begin to connect in a new way. You will see how certain events, choices, and moments were leading you here. This realization may feel intense because it will bring clarity where there was once uncertainty. But that clarity is a gift. Even if it feels overwhelming at first, do not let that feeling push you into fear. Let it settle inside you and guide you instead. Understanding can sometimes feel heavy when it first arrives, But it also brings a sense of direction. You will no longer be walking blindly in that area of your life. You will know what needs to be done even if it takes time to fully act on it. There is also something being restored in you, something that you thought you had lost. It could be your confidence, your hope, or your ability to trust again. This restoration is not loud, but it is steady. It will begin to grow as you move through what is happening today. You will feel it in the way you stand, the way you speak, and the way you carry yourself. You have been through moments that made you question your strength, but those moments did not break you. They shaped you in ways you are only beginning to understand. What is being restored now is not the old version of you, but a stronger and clearer one. This version of you is not defined by fear or doubt. It is guided by awareness and truth. There may also be a decision placed in front of you that feels important. It might not seem urgent at first, but you will sense that it carries weight. When that moment comes, do not rush, but do not avoid it either. Take a breath, listen within, and allow me to guide you through it. You are capable of making the right choice when you are aligned with me. I know that you sometimes doubt yourself, especially when the stakes feel high. But you are not alone in those moments. I am present, guiding you. Even when you feel uncertain, the more you trust that presence, the easier it becomes to move forward without fear. You do not have to be perfect to move in the right direction. What is happening today is not random, and it is not without purpose. It is part of a larger movement in your life, something that has been building for a long time. You may not see how everything connects yet, but you will begin to notice it more as time goes on. Each moment will add another piece to the picture. Stay grounded in what you know is true. Do not let confusion or outside voices pull you away from what you feel inside. There will always be distractions, but you do not have to follow them. Your focus is what will keep you steady in a moment that feels shifting. There is something about to surface that has been hidden beneath layers of distraction and delay. It has been there for a long time, waiting for the right moment to come into the light. Today is that moment, and it will not remain hidden any longer. When it appears, it may catch you off guard, but it will also bring a sense of clarity that you have been needing. That clarity may feel intense at first, but it will not harm you. Type Amen to receive clarity. You have been carrying questions that never seem to have answers. You have wondered why certain things happened the way they did, and why some paths did not lead where you expected. What is coming today will begin to answer some of those questions, not with long explanations, but with a clear understanding that settles inside you. It will feel like something finally makes sense after a long period of confusion. What if a quick 7-second brain ritual could truly wipe out your debt and fill your life with unstoppable abundance? A shocking CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second ritual, now helping ordinary people clear debt and attract unlimited wealth. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is turning financial problems into dream lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations. It's all happening for real people, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Do not resist that understanding, even if it changes how you see things. Growth often requires you to let go of old beliefs and replace them with truth. This is not a loss. It is a gain. Even if it feels uncomfortable at first, you are being brought into a clearer version of your own life, one where you are no longer guessing or hoping blindly. You are stepping into awareness. There is also a release happening within you, something emotional that you have been holding back. You may feel it as a sudden wave, something that rises without warning. It could be sadness, relief, or even a mix of emotions that you cannot fully name. Let it move through you without trying to stop it. That release is part of your healing, not a sign of weakness. You have held yourself together for so long that you forgot what it feels like to let things out. But I did not create you to carry everything in silence. I created you to feel, to process, and to grow through those experiences. This moment is giving you space to do that. Do not be afraid of your own emotions because they are not your enemy. Type yes to welcome peace. There may also be a shift in how you see someone in your life. Something about them may become clearer, something you did not fully notice before. It might change how you feel or how you choose to respond to them. This is not meant to create distance without reason, but to bring truth into your connection. You deserve to see people as they are, not as you hope they would be. When you see that truth, do not rush to react. Take a moment to let it settle within you. Sometimes the first reaction is driven by emotion, but the deeper response comes from understanding. Give yourself that space and allow me to guide you in how you move forward. You do not have to handle everything in a single moment. There is also a quiet opportunity being placed in front of you, something that may not look big at first. It might come through a simple choice, a small step, or a moment you could easily overlook. But that opportunity carries a connection to something greater. When you notice it, do not ignore it just because it seems small. Some of the most important shifts begin with simple decisions. You have been waiting for something obvious, something that clearly stands out. But not everything important announces itself loudly. Some things come quietly, waiting for you to recognize their value. This is one of those moments. Pay attention to what feels right, even if it does not match your expectations. You may also feel a sense of urgency rising within you, a feeling that you need to act or respond in some way. That urgency is not meant to rush you into fear, but to move you out of delay. There is a difference between acting with awareness and acting out of panic. I am guiding you toward the first, not the second. Take a breath when you feel that urgency, and center yourself. Let your thoughts settle and listen for the direction that feels steady. That is where my guidance will be. You do not need to move fast, but you do need to move with intention. This is how you stay aligned even in a moment that feels intense. You are not being pushed into something you cannot handle. Everything that is happening is within your ability to face and understand. You may feel stretched, you may feel challenged, but you will not be broken by this.